welcome back to my channel, Mental Health Convos and Convos for Elevation. I'm Yasmin, and I wanted to just highlight some human services slash social work jobs. Some jobs that I really feel like, you know, people out there may not know about, right? So just wanted to take the opportunity to tell you all about this position in human services. So the position I'm talking about today is called a child support case manager. And in this particular role, as for the salary, now the salary ranges between 27,000 to about 36,000. Now there are different levels of child support case manager. I think it's like level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then a supervisor. Now about education, you will need at least a high school diploma or a GED at minimum. As I stated before, there are different levels. So, depending on which level you're coming in, some may prefer a bachelor's degree at minimum. Now, I'm in Georgia, the great peach state, and here are the qualifications for the position here in Georgia. So, if you want to take a moment to pause the video and take a screenshot, you can do that. But so far, some skills. Now, this is, as I stated, there are different roles, and this came from a child support specialist or child support case manager too. So one is that you have a bachelor's degree in a behavioral science, criminal justice, psychology, sociology, etc., or a business degree, management, public relations, hospitality, marketing, etc. And then two, have at least 2 years of work experience with a government judicial system, such as, parole or probation officer, a court counselor or advocate, officer of the court, or in some position where you work with low risk offenders. Okay, or if you have a bachelor's degree, in any area for the most part, from an approved or accredited college, you can still get in as long as you have like some human services or legal services case management work experience. Or you can come in with a high school diploma or GED and 2 years of human services or legal services case management work experience. Or you can come in with the 3 years military experience as a commissioned or non-commissioned officer with an honorable discharge or serving as an active reservist. And scrolling on down a little bit more, you can come in with 1 year of work experience as a DCSS agent 1, 2, or 3. And I just wanted to throw that out there that when I say DCSS, that stands for Division of Child Support Services. And in this role, you may be referred to as a case manager or an agent. Look closely here. Here is a screenshot of the different regions throughout Georgia that it's hiring for child support agents. So take a look. They have different ranks. Remember, I was talking about the level 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll post the link down below to the jobs if you all want to apply. And while I'm at it, I just want to do a quick overview of the whole child support process. So step 1 through step 7. So right now here in Georgia, the state offices for child support services and defects are still closed to the public. However, you can still apply for services online or call their 1-800 numbers. So step 1 in opening a child support case, you would contact the number, and then here we go, we start working on your case, right? And then 2, we locate the non-custodial parent. Typically moms have the children, and then we try to locate the father. 3, we establish paternity. After paternity established, we keep the process rolling. So typically this is where the blood test comes in, right? So the child is blood tested with the parent so we can determine paternity. And then from there, we file a support order with the juvenile courts. And then we get the payment set up. We enforce the support order, and then we review the order. So that's just a basic overview. If you are applying for, I'm about to say food stamps. Y'all, when I tell you I worked a lot of different roles in human services, I have never been a child support case manager, but that's on my list. But I think I'm gonna surpass that now. I'm gonna leave that out there for somebody else. I'm gonna leave that out there for y'all. But Yeah, so that's just a general overview. It's a lot more into it. There are different fatherhood programs that you may be assigned to. There's different divisions. There are case managers that solely work with fathers or parents. Let me not just say fathers, because non-custodial parents can be either like the mom or the dad. There's just a lot of different situations. But in a lot of the situations that I've encountered, it's mostly the mom has the child, and then they're trying to locate the father. Again, I have not been a case manager in this particular role, but I have worked with children and families and dealt with child support orders and all of that. If you've been following my channel, you know. Now, I also have the job description posted here, so if you want to pause the video and take a screenshot, you can do that as well. But for the most part, under general supervision, you're going to establish and enforce the child support orders and child support obligations. That means you'll be reaching out to parents of the children, both custodial and non-custodial, let them know about the status of their case. You'll be discussing child support payments. You'll be discussing what happens if they don't pay their child support, what can happen if they're not compliant with the whole process. It's a lot. I will say that, you have to have good organization skills, be a people person, be very social, depending on, like I said, which program you're in, because I know there's like a fatherhood program where they try to help fathers out. It's just a lot of different programs, which I think is really cool. Years ago, I applied for a position, so I got to, get some information on the whole interview process, which was a panel interview. Let me give y'all a heads up about that. It was a panel interview where I met with three of the leaders that I think it was like the county director, the administrator, and like a supervisor, another administrator and a supervisor. But that was years ago. We're in the age of, I don't want to say it because I'm trying to ultimately get monetized and I don't want my channel shadow banned, but y'all know what's going on with the world right now and everything we got going on. So, people are practicing social distancing. So interviews now are being held over Teams. I'm about to say Google, but over Microsoft Teams for the most part. And it's still like a panel interview, it's just virtual. All right, y'all try to keep the video short and sweet. So ultimately, in the child support case manager or child support services agent role, you'll be making between $27,000 to $36,000. You can get a little more if you decide to be a supervisor. You have different roles, which is, well, you have different levels 1 through 4, and each one may require a little bit more education or a little bit more experience. You have to get the job, at least you'll need a high school diploma or GED. For some positions, for some levels, they prefer a degree. But hey, if you don't really have the degree, but you have the experience, still apply. If you have 3 out of the 4 things they're looking for, apply. Shoot, these days, if you have 2 out of the 4 things or whatever they're looking for, still apply. You never know where you can get in. They may say, hey, this position here, we don't think this is a good fit for you. However, we're about to be interviewing for this or that. And that may still be your foot in the door to different positions. So if you like this segment of my channel where I talk about different roles in human services and social work, please let me know. You guys engage with me. I'll be happy to do an overview of different jobs in this particular area, human services and social work. Your girl's working on this PhD right now. I want to be a cool professor. And I just like to, connect women and men, with services, resources, and just letting the world know about the awesomeness of human services and social work, okay? All right, well, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a great night. I love y'all. Bye.